I think over the years, we as Americans have really become much more informal in our lifestyle. And unlike 50 years ago, when only the mother of the house was in the kitchen, now everybody really wants to be in the kitchen. So that informality of everyone wanting to gather around the kitchen, it's not just a place to eat or prepare food, but it's a place where kids do homework. It's where you have parties. We're doing lounge seating in kitchens, and that idea that the kitchen is really the heart of the home, I think, is really consistent with most Americans.
Luxury home kitchens are becoming an informal space, a place to meet for coffee and gather while cooking. I'm Sonia Talati, reporter at Barron's Penta, and I'm in one of the custom-built kitchens built by Nancy Ruddy, a Hall of Fame designer. We had a chance to sit down with her and talk about how to achieve this goal, and went to several of the destinations that show just how you can do it. Take a look.
Great ergonometrics for a kitchen really mean that someone who cooks, whether you're a professional cook or like the rest of us, so that everything is within reach, that you don't have to take a lot of steps. So even though kitchens are getting larger and larger in square footage, there's something called the golden triangle in kitchen planning, where the stove and the refrigerator and the sink are somewhat equidistant from each other for convenience and speed. And there's things like always having a counter space that's next to the refrigerator, so that when you take things out to make a salad or whatever, there's some place to put it. So the ease of where the appliances are very, very important. Le Corbusier, who's a great French architect, basically said the home is a machine for living. So we always think about the functionality of the kitchen before we think about the aesthetics, getting everything in the right place. A kitchen and the materials you pick really needs to work with the aesthetic of the home or the apartment. Here, we wanted to create a kitchen that works with the fact that this is a landmark building, so we combine the deep, smoky color wood with very large counters. Some of the islands are 10 to 12 feet long and 4 to 5 feet wide. The exciting challenge about this kitchen is that the building is in Midtown Manhattan, where everything is smaller than in other parts of the city. And so we developed a custom design cabinet where all of the things that are out on your counter, typically like a coffee maker or a toaster or a juicer, goes behind doors that close down, and it looks like just a beautiful piece of millwork with a glass wall. And I think for people who have small homes or small apartments, it's a very interesting thing to think about. You have to provide 12 additional inches for those, we call those appliance garages. So this kitchen is in a home that is on the Hudson River, and the light that comes in windows is really spectacular and bright. So instead of using a dark wood, we decided to use white wood with glass. And so I think that when you're designing a kitchen, it's important to understand what your environment is and what is the kitchen style that you use that really reinforces the positive components of your home or apartment.